Good morning. You may be seated. Some of the most sacred places in the world are mountaintops. Perhaps their height helps us feel closer to the heavens, or the breathtaking view at the top leaves us feeling transcendent. Or maybe it's the hard work of the climb and the pride of getting to the peak that makes mountaintops holy. So many stories of faith take place on the top of a mountain. Moses received the 10 Commandments on the top of Mount Sinai. Joshua took in a stunning view of the promised land from the top of Mount Nebo. Jesus preached his famous Sermon on the Mount, and he was transfigured on a mountaintop before his disciples' very eyes. Tibet's Mount Kailash is considered a holy place for at least 5 of the world's religions. And the Lakota people trace the origins of creation to the sacred Black Hills of South Dakota, where, it is said, the Great Spirit gave life to all beings. Graduates, every one of you has climbed a mountain during your time at Augustana, some of you literally, all of you figuratively, putting one foot in front of the other even when it got really hard, pushing and stretching yourself more than you ever thought you would, keeping your eye on a summit that would reward your efforts. Today, you made it to the top. This is indeed a holy place. Take a moment to enjoy this spectacular view. And then remember what our faith leaders tell us, that the mountaintop is never where we remain. The gift of the view is to prepare us for what is to come, to consider who we might encounter as we leave this peak and head out to the people and places we are called to serve. Our Lakota friends remind us that we find our origins in places like Wind Cave and Black Elk Peak. But this is only the beginning of the story, a kind of commencement, if you will. The beauty of the Black Hills inspires us to find even greater wonder in learning the lessons of God's whole creation, like the lesson that we are all related and that our own well-being is caught up in the well-being of our neighbor. Today's graduation ceremony is a moment to savor the summit while also remembering your origin story, the places and people you came from, and the places and people you are called to. And all of it, hills, valleys, peaks, and plateaus, all of it is holy. Let us pray. Great Spirit, Creator God, from the beginning you breathed life into your creation and called it good. Today we bask again in the goodness of learning, climbing, becoming, beginning. We celebrate all that these Augustana graduates have accomplished and look forward to what is yet to come. As a new chapter commences, give us trust in the power and promise of beginnings. Keep our eyes wide with wonder, our minds open to new discoveries, our ears perked to hear the call of a world in need of our gifts, and our hands ready to serve with courage and care. God, our wisest teachers help us to make connections between what we learn and the world that we made, reminding us that we are all related, deep in our relationships and deep in our faith, that we might honor everything that is sacred among us. Amen.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony celebrating the Augustana class of 2024. It's a hold on to your hat kind of day here. My name is Stephanie Herseth-Sandlin, and I have the pleasure and the privilege of serving as president of Augustana University. And on behalf of the faculty and the staff and the students, I'm pleased to extend a special welcome to the family and friends gathered here today to honor our graduates on this significant achievement and milestone in their lives. On this momentous day, we celebrate 354 outstanding individuals who've enriched the Augustana community immeasurably. Just as they're forever changed by their Augustana experience, the university will forever benefit from the meaningful contributions they've made. The graduates before us hail from 27 different states across the country and from 21 different countries around the world. In South Dakota alone, 32 communities are represented among this graduating class. Most arrived at Augustana and transitioned to college life amid various safety protocols in response to a global pandemic. But with courage and resilience, adaptability, and incredible care for their new community, these students not only persevered, they thrived. Together, they embarked on their Augustana journey filled with curiosity and excitement, eager to explore their interests and discover much more about themselves and their peers and the opportunities that the university would provide. They immersed themselves in campus life, investing their time and energy in student organizations, service endeavors, and initiatives dedicated to meaningful change. Guided by their passions and their professors, they thoughtfully considered how best to cultivate their God-given gifts, reflect upon various learning experiences, and develop additional skills to make a positive impact on society. Deep connections were formed as these graduates shared their unique stories as well as their aspirations for the future. Semester after semester, they pursued excellence with unwavering dedication, seizing every opportunity for personal and intellectual growth. Graduates, Augustana's mission and core values are now tightly woven into the fabric of your being, and your Augustana family will forever be a source of strength and encouragement as you continue to gain knowledge and seek wisdom and deepen understanding. The education in which you've invested has equipped you to think critically and reason persuasively, and to collaborate and create innovative solutions to complex issues as the change makers and thought leaders of tomorrow who inspire hope, progress, and optimism for a bright future. Augustana class of 2024, you should be so proud of the significant achievement that we celebrate today. You've earned a degree from Augustana University, a degree that is distinctive and highly respected, and that will continue to grow in value over time. This accomplishment should instill in you always the confidence that you can achieve whatever you're called to do, because you are deeply rooted in this university, prepared to see the needs and open to the ideas of others, and ready to make a difference. I want to take a moment now to acknowledge the very important people who've walked alongside you, provided unwavering support, cheered you on through the highs and the lows, and who helped you stay on course. Just as your Augustana diploma should forever be a source of pride for each of you, it should also serve as a source of pride for those who've accompanied you each and every step of the way. First and foremost, your families. Thank you to your parents, your grandparents, siblings, spouses, significant others, and special loved ones whose nurturing and encouragement and unconditional love have shaped and inspired you. Parents and family members, thank you. Thank you for entrusting us to care for and teach and to guide your graduate. And please know that it's been our deep honor and privilege to partner with you throughout their academic and student life journey at AU. I also want to recognize our dedicated and distinguished faculty and our amazing and caring staff. People who've invested themselves in Augustana's mission to provide an education of enduring worth that challenges the intellect, that fosters integrity, that integrates faith with learning and service in a diverse world. Our faculty have demonstrated their commitment to teaching excellence in all circumstances, including windy ones. And our entire Augustana team has demonstrated great capacity to adapt, adjust, and innovate to best support your success. At this time, I ask that all members of the Augustana faculty, as well as support staff, coaches, and administrators wherever you're seated in the stadium, to please rise and be recognized. Also sharing the stage with us today is a single rose in this vase that you can see so that it doesn't blow away. This rose reminds us of the special members of the Augustana community and of our graduates' families whom we've lost during the time that these graduates have been with us. Some with unexpected suddenness, and others quietly passing after a long life filled with love and service. Let us remember and rejoice in the gifts that they shared with us. As we celebrate the accomplishments of these very special Augustana graduates, let's reflect on all that's been achieved and sacrificed to reach this milestone. We are grateful for God's abundant and steadfast love through which brought these exceptional individuals to our community and through which all things are possible. At this time, I invite Melinda Keith, distinguished alumna from the class of 1989 and Vice Chair of the Augustana University Board of Trustees, to the podium.
Good morning. It is a privilege to bring you greetings on behalf of the 25 members of the Augustana University Board of Trustees. Providing formal approval to award your degrees was our great honor. We know you've earned your Augustana diploma through perseverance, determination, and commitment to excellence. It's a distinction in which you should take great pride. As a proud 1989 alum, I am excited to welcome you to the Augustana alumni community. As time goes on, you will increasingly appreciate the enduring value a liberal arts education provides you. It gave me the confidence to pursue bold opportunities and prepared me for leadership roles I could only have dreamed of at the time of my graduation. I encourage you to be an active alumni member, attend events, and return to campus as often as possible. It is the best way to realize the many benefits of your Augustana degree. To be sure to keep the university informed of life events, please share with us noteworthy accomplishments and, of course, address changes, email changes, and let us know your phone number and everywhere you go across this globe. Please stay in touch. Take time to read the Augustana magazine and alumni newsletters to keep you up to date on AU's Viking Bold journey and other exciting campus news. Share stories of your experiences at AU with those that you meet. Our Viking network spans the entire globe. You'll find AU alumni, family, and friends almost everywhere that you go. You'll quickly realize how tightly woven we are and the extent of our reach across the globe. You just never know what connections will be discovered and where they may lead you. Introduce colleagues, new friends, and more to your alma mater. It is one of the greatest ways you can strengthen and support this special place that means so much to all of us. Congratulations, class of 2024, to you and your families. We are proud to call you Augustana graduates and look forward to celebrating your accomplishments and your meaningful contributions to society throughout the years ahead. And now I invite Augustana University Interim Provost, Dr. Joel Johnson, to the podium.
Thank you, Melinda. The faculty and staff at Augustana University demonstrate excellence in teaching, scholarship, and service to the university and community. Each year, a number of faculty and staff members receive awards acknowledging and providing support for this work. The list of awards and selection criteria are noted in your program. Congratulations on your awards. In addition to those names already listed in the program, there are 5 additional awards that we name at commencement. When your name is read, recipients, please stand and be recognized. First, the recipient of the Frederick C. Kohlmeyer Distinguished Teaching Professorship is Dr. Brian Hannigan, Associate Professor, School of Music. Congratulations, Brian. The Orrin M. Loftus Distinguished Professorship, Dr. Beth Boyens, Associate Professor of English and Journalism. Congratulations, Beth. The Vernon and Mildred Niebuhr Faculty Excellence Award, Dr. Beth Boyens, Associate Professor of English and Journalism. Congratulations again, Beth. Our Savior's Lutheran Church Chair in Religion, Dr. Lee Vicens, Associate Professor of Religion, Philosophy, and Classics. Congratulations, Lee. The final award is the Jane and Charles Zalotic Faculty Research Fellowship. The recipient is Dr. Lindsay Howard, Assistant Professor of Psychology. Congratulations, Lindsay. We are grateful for the generous donors who made these awards possible. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you to a distinguished member of the class of 2024, selected to speak on behalf of his fellow graduates. Javion Farr graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts in Biology. The Racine, Wisconsin native is an all-conference defensive back for Viking football, helping the team win 2 NSIC championships. He was a student dispatcher for Campus Safety, member of the Pre-Med Club, and named a 2023 Viking Days Royal by his peers during Augustana's 100 years of homecoming. In addition, Javion served as senator for the Black Student Union and the Diversity, Equity, and Social Justice Committee Chair for the Augustana Student Association, where he was tasked with planning and organizing the 3rd Annual Diversity Summit. The 3-year Viking Advisor earned the Programmer of the Year Award in 2021-22 and the Tracy Riddle Tightrope Award in 2023-24, which is presented to a VA who best balances and navigates through adversity. While on the pre-medicine track, he plans to stay at Augustana to next earn his MBA. Please welcome Javion Farr.
Bear with me, bear with me. I got it, I appreciate you. Good morning, how's everyone doing today? Greetings, friends, family, faculty, staff, alumni, and the persevering class of 2024. Make some noise. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to be here today. Thank you, Dr. Joel Johnson, for the awesome introduction. Like it was mentioned before, my name is Javion Farr, and I came to address you all in the best way I know how, which is with positivity and a smile. Also, hello to my beautiful parents who had no idea I was going to be the student commencement speaker at this year's graduation ceremony until last night. We stand today on the brink of a bright future, marked by our achievements and the journeys that we have completed. Today is a celebration not just of a concluding chapter, but of the stories we have woven together over our years at this institution. When I think about the class of 2024, I cannot help but think about the high school class of 2020 that many of us were a part of. For many of us, this is our first graduation ceremony since 8th grade. Looking back on our college journey, these years have presented both challenges and rewards, pushing us to our limits and instilling in us the importance of perseverance and commitment. Yet, we embarked on this journey amidst a daunting pandemic, facing uncertainty and adaptation. We grappled the task of forging connections while adhering to social distancing measures, wearing masks, and during periods of isolation, we navigated the transition to online labs, meetings, hybrid lectures, and eventually returned to in-person classes after several semesters. With me being a black man from Racine, Wisconsin, I didn't know what to expect coming to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. In addition to the pandemic, the anxiety of leaving home to go to college, entering a predominantly white institution, as a person of color, there were a lot of layers of anxiety for me, and I'm sure for many of you as well. In this new space, new challenges were presented to all of us. How many here can say, yeah, sophomore year was kind of tough? I think it's a time when we all question where we are going, what we are doing, and what we want to do with our lives. There were days when I struggled, but I also knew I had support. I went to my football coach's offices and had a long conversation with Coach OJ and Coach Sipple on Wednesday, March 16th, 2022. Going into the meeting, I had doubts about what my future would look like. Those two coaches, they listened, they saw me, and they cared about me. Not whether I'd be playing football here next year, but rather what did I need as a person to thrive and be successful here. There were two statements made during that conversation that were catalysts to the pivot that I made, which is that I was going to be the change I wanted to see, and that I was going to count my blessings and not my problems. So often in life, we assume everything is going to be easy. However, like my father always says, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Being a student at a rigorous and challenging liberal arts university like Augustana has not only allowed for many of us to broaden our horizons, it has allowed us to see the world from a different perspective than we were previously able to. Mentors such as Dr. Mark Blackburn, Miss Willette Capers, Miss Tyra Hawkins, and Miss Wendy Mamer, and others are needed for students from marginalized communities to feel like they can achieve anything that they set their minds to. Leveraging campus resources, fostering supportive relationships with staff, advocating for change, and educating others about their unconscious biases became essential components of my journey. Being a VA, aka an RA at other universities, but Augie's pretty special, so we get a unique name, has been an opportunity to enhance my skills of embracing the different identities that we all possess. Being a senator and the chair of the Diversity, Equity, and Social Justice Committee in ASA has provided a platform to pilot annual events like the 3rd Annual Diversity Summit. Events like that will continue to propel the institution in a positive direction of making sure that everyone knows how to be a better global citizen. Playing for a football team with 100+ brothers from all over the country has allowed for the opportunities to empathize with people from all walks of life. While I have just highlighted many of the different things that I've been involved in on campus, now I want you all to think about what you have accomplished here, no matter how big or small. Everyone has the power to foster a sense of belonging for others, emphasizing the importance of reaching out and offering support as a profound blessing. Prioritizing giving over receiving is the key to a fulfilling life. Respectfully acknowledging and accepting differences, even when we disagree, is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. While we can provide opportunities and guidance to others, ultimately they must accept and act upon them. Like my mother always says, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it. Like I said, bear with me, it's a lot of wind up here. With that being said, I think sometimes, appreciate you. With that being said, sometimes people forget in life that you will have transition periods. All of us will face different challenges and obstacles, but I believe we need to lean into that. Think about this. When you left high school, you might have been known for something that you are not known for now. When you leave Augustana University today, you may be known for something that you will not be known for next year. Do you find validation in your grades, your accolades, awards, social media? If so, I challenge you to find validation in how you see yourself. I challenge you to find validation in knowing that you're going to go through some storms in your life, but that it won't rain forever. I challenge you to be able to wake up every single day, look at yourself in the mirror, and be at peace with who and what you see in the reflection. The class of 2024 was directly impacted by social media. It caused us to compare ourselves to others in our classes, at events, on teams, and even people across the world that seem to have their entire lives figured out based on what they show us via social media. Make a commitment today to leave that tendency toward comparison behind you. Comparison is the thief of joy, and there is an amazing world outside of social media in comparison. I have a reflection question for you all. Have you ever been in a room where you felt uncomfortable? Maybe you were meant to be in an unfamiliar or uncomfortable environment so that you could take what you have learned there and share with other people who have similar sentiments. I think that Augie has provided each and every one of us with an opportunity to learn more about people from all walks of life, and that it will help us with any of our future endeavors if we choose to use it. It's important that we do not leave that knowledge behind us at this institution. It's important that we all continue to think about how events and experiences like the Festival of Cultures, the IPO's weekly rendezvous sessions, late night events at the Elman, collaborating with unfamiliar people on labs in the FSC, engaging in debates and sociology courses with Dr. Ciarelli or Dr. Swart, or philosophy courses with Dr. O'Hara, or learning a new language like Spanish with Dr. Pattison, or ASL, or better yet, just saying hello to people that you never did before. Also, shout out to Dr. Eglin, just because he's the best advisor ever. Augie is so unique because we all have different experiences at this institution, but we are all able to obtain similar liberal arts education. As many people in the class of 2024 will be asked, what are you going to do next? Rather than answering the question with a response about your career occupation, talk about how you will lean into the uncomfortable conversations, how you will do your best to find your passion and not the one that someone else thinks is best for you. I ask that you enhance your emotional intelligence. I ask that you remember to count your blessings and not your problems, as there are so many people out there who have it worse than all of us. Like, look around. We are all college graduates after surviving a pandemic. Many of us have not only faced physical setbacks, but internal mental health battles that people would never even know about. Remember that success in life is not like instant oatmeal, no matter how much social media has you feeling like it is. I want you all to know that it is okay to not be okay sometimes, and to just ask for help. As I close here today, I want us all to walk boldly across this stage and boldly into the next chapters of our life. Augustana has given us a foundation that we can lean into, and like Coach OJ says, coming to AU is not a 4 to 5 year decision, but a 45-year decision. Know that the world will be a better place because of all of you. Be empowered by adversity as it helps craft our future amidst uncertainty. To the class of 2024, thank you and congratulations. Have a blessed day. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Javion. That was outstanding, as we knew it would be, and we're very grateful for such an inspiring and heartfelt message this morning. Graduates, 4 years ago, during opening convocation in the fall, we sang together, and we're going to sing together again. stretch your legs before we confer your degrees. We're going to sing the Augustana alma mater. Everyone please turn in your program just after the names of our graduates to find the words to the alma mater. The music will be provided through the stadium loudspeakers, so please all stand and join in the singing.
Members of the audience, you may be seated at this time. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing, please remain standing. President Herseth Sandlin, these students have completed all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and I am pleased to present them to you at this time for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Augustana University Board of Trustees and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please come forward to receive your diploma. With the exception of the first row, the candidates may be seated.
Aiden Alexander Sand, magna cum laude. Jared Connor Epperson. Jet Jeffrey Lamb. Jack H. Fisher. Jonathan Ryan Parody. Jacob Mark Ludwig. Jory Richard Sorensen, magna cum laude. Carson John Wilson. Colton Joseph Hartford, cum laude. Brock William Stiles, cum laude. Mason Michael Evans, cum laude. Thomas James Skolton, magna cum laude. Nicholas Gregory Kessler, cum laude. Tanner Todd Flickema, magna cum laude. Jack Howard Hagan. Riggins Lee Bunday, summa cum laude. Jack William Grell, magna cum laude. Ishmael Otinaru Togi. Liliana May Peterson, cum laude. Miles Jordan Taylor. Isaiah Zachary Ryan. Bryson Lauren Bell. Javian Jeffrey Alante Farr. Anna Jolie Langseth. Casey Lynn Van Zee. Samantha Ann Sundby, cum laude. Hannah Ray Boschnagel, cum laude. Madison Christine Johnson. Abby Jo Gilk. Lindsay Castle Roth, cum laude. Megan Jolene Richardson, cum laude. Hallie Nicole Jackson. Rachel Alexis Hahn, magna cum laude. Brooke Lynn Nelson, cum laude. Parker Douglas Wiesman. Samantha Michelle Erickson. Ruth Huffman. Molly K. Lineman. Mary Elizabeth Holte. Nicole H. Miller. Lucas Benton Berthelsen, magna cum laude. Zachary George Pandorf, magna cum laude. Alex Gary Schulke, magna cum laude. Jordan Patrick Waltman. William C. Bauer. Graham Joseph Cummingham, cum laude. Rocio Leon. Jose Angel Cruz Medina. Kaylee Sanchez. Victoria Ann Brandt, magna cum laude. Kristen Ramona Badwound Stoliker. Riley Ann Stallman. Avery Elizabeth Croteville, cum laude. Annika Elizabeth Bard, summa cum laude. Caitlin Winston, cum laude. Nicole Alexis Schmitz, cum laude. Britta Dale Larson. Mackenzie Grace Turnus. Brianna Jean Pfeiffer. Abigail G. Segenga, summa cum laude. Luke James Mobley. Evan James McIntyre. Brian Patrick Silver. Elizabeth G. Schock. Morgan Elizabeth McDonald. Grace Summers Douglas. Hope Catherine Cordy, magna cum laude. Matthew James Isbell. Vanessa Corin Vaudry, cum laude. Jesselyn K. Anderson, magna cum laude. Mara Hinker, magna cum laude. Megan E. Nelson, summa cum laude. Abigail Ann Hinckley, cum laude. Kindle Joe Fronsky, magna cum laude. Christopher Lee Brooks. Reshma Autumn Hurst Lemke, cum laude. Jose Alejandro Serna, magna cum laude. Kaylee Elena Phil, summa cum laude. Alexander Matthias Farmer. Aiden Beck Christensen, magna cum laude. Elena Jones. Abigail Ann Vandenberg, summa cum laude. Nasteo Mohammed Abdi, cum laude. Lauren Danielle Hansen, magna cum laude. Lindsay Elizabeth Funky. Sydney Ann Lather. Carrie Lee Mung McKay. Mary Elizabeth Christensen. Jaya Ali Jones, summa cum laude. Mary K. Barnett, magna cum laude. Alexandria Otto, cum laude. Quincy Drake Eugenie Schlegel, magna cum laude. Veda Jolie Tonneson, magna cum laude. Megan Sisson Brown, magna cum laude. Catherine Eliana Elgersma. Jordan K. Hagel, cum laude. Carly Jean Terrell, cum laude. Janae Jarand Beecher, cum laude. Scott Anthony Schlanta, cum laude. Philip John Floyd. Alex Robinson. Sarah Ann Moeller, summa cum laude. Samantha Jean Giles. Braden Gregory Ashfield. Derek James Halverson. Caden Reed Tegetoff, magna cum laude. Ryan David Hartman, magna cum laude. Ryan Scott Schroeder. Taylor K. Melton, magna cum laude. Mallory M. Delmont, magna cum laude. Jordan Dean Slagle. Spencer Zachariah Whitstruck. Cullen Baden Johnson, summa cum laude. Lauren Pearl Timms, magna cum laude. Emma Lynn Smith, summa cum laude. Catherine Ann Rockwell. Tyler Christian Wietzema, cum laude. Delaney Renee Reed, magna cum laude. Josephine K. Summervold, summa cum laude. Evelyn Rose Marie Saltzgiver. Sarah Margaret Grimes. Austin Marie Fowler, summa cum laude. Kim Cheong-ung, magna cum laude. Morgan C. Lawson. Kobe Allen Anderson. Demeter Julianne Watkins. Elliot Michael Doyle. Natalie L. Moore, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Marie Vieweg, summa cum laude. Rachel Lynn Halverson, magna cum laude. Michelle Hannah Becker, summa cum laude. Casey Jean Voss. Spencer Zachariah Whitstruck. Isabella Pearl Cullen Baden Johnson, summa cum laude. Bamil Henry Lauren Sule, Pearl Timms, summa cum laude. Emma Lynn Douglas Smith Soniel, summa cum laude. Raghav Sriram Yogeshwari, magna cum laude. Spencer. Julia Isabel Ratke, summa cum laude. Lauren Barbara Teller, magna cum laude. Caroline Irene Sudbeck, summa cum laude. Enya Maureen Moyer, cum laude. Nancy Alvarez. Ellen Louise Gandrud, summa cum laude. Madeline Jane Gungopoulos, cum laude. Madison Taylor Marsh, cum laude. Annika Ellen Kramer. Michaela Marie Olson, cum laude. Dalwa Ali Alinitsi, cum laude. Sailor Nicole Weiland, summa cum laude. Callista Irene Hohenhaus, magna cum laude. Austin Elizabeth Smithback, magna cum laude. Madigan Grace Flum, magna cum laude. Emily Lauren Grine, summa cum laude. Grace Paola Varila. Eve Renee McInerney, cum laude. Allison Marie Ching, summa cum laude. Tara Irene Hill. Mallory Jane Arndt, cum laude. Gracie Jo Korstjens, cum laude. Island Astrid Behrens Montgomery, summa cum laude. Madison Nicole Pauli, summa cum laude. Jacob Michael Highland, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ardette Fossum, summa cum laude. Samantha Claire Skarstad, magna cum laude. Erin Jean Palmer. Margaret Karen Samp. Whitney Lee Van Binsbergen. Kira Ray Van Rokel, magna cum laude. Victoria L. Bartel, magna cum laude. Molly K. Schlenker, magna cum laude. Alyssa Marie Widener, summa cum laude. Slater James Dixon, magna cum laude. Kathleen E. Erkey, summa cum laude. Gilbert Matthew DeWitt, summa cum laude. Debani Danae Adame Hernandez, cum laude. Hannah Marie Hagen. Sarah Sophia Burrell, magna cum laude. Hannah Doreen Getchell, summa cum laude. Alex Gaspar. Shelby Rebecca Frey, magna cum laude. Caitlin Alexis Fletcher, magna cum laude. Nalema Belize, magna cum laude. Margarita Chuliara, magna cum laude. Fatima Besh, summa cum laude. Melia Francis Braun, magna cum laude. Annika Elizabeth Tortson, summa cum laude. Lene Sophia Estrada Palmer, summa cum laude. Jacob Michael Mills. Elizabeth Catherine Theobald, magna cum laude. Catherine Emma Amundsen, magna cum laude. Brian Grant Petterite. Weston Joseph Peschel, cum laude. John W. Babineau, cum laude. Rachel Sue Schwartz, summa cum laude. Dallas Rogers, cum laude. Daniel August Reynolds. Edward Hejas, cum laude. Neil James Peltier. Magdalene Ruth Eberly. Patrick Kane Buchkowski. Angelina Rose Johnson. Allison Claire Johnson. Kendra Faye Froderman. Rebecca K. Licht. Jessica Marie Dole, summa cum laude. Amber Faye Freegard, magna cum laude. Summer Nicole Anderson. Noah Marteau. Maria Pedrosa, magna cum laude. Joseph Francis Walnoffer. Luke Anthony Hogendorn, magna cum laude. Trenton Lee Lammers, cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Trigstad, magna cum laude. Claire Francis Dvoracek, summa cum laude. Matthew Joseph Bauer, magna cum laude. Ryan K. Milliken. Mackenzie Charlotte Young. Maximus Andrew Outland. Hunter Christian Hawk, magna cum laude. Ariel Rose Hoffman. Kaylee Janelle Green. Angela Katanam, summa cum laude. Raina Leanne Lowe. AJ Heckenleibel, cum laude.
Say Avery Nicole.
Avery Nicole Carter, cum laude. Ariel Elise Schillerberg, summa cum laude. Dylan Scott Buddy. Tierra Jean Meyer, magna cum laude. Nolan D. Whiff, cum laude. Morrigan Elizabeth Farrow, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Sees, cum laude. Joanna Barbara Miller, magna cum laude. Michaela Ann Jewett, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Ann Wrench. Isaac W. Fink, magna cum laude. Bennett Peter Otto. Jaden Raquan Graves. Robert Charles Walker III. Suniti Kand. Manusmriti Buddhataki. Aishwarya Limu, magna cum laude. Quinton Brink. Vedant Parag Takar, magna cum laude. Julia Noel Tasiul, magna cum laude. Michaela Talise Williams. Michaela Marie Pecci. Ratanan Siritawarachan. Abimelech Mesfin Balacho, summa cum laude. An Nok Nguyen, magna cum laude. Jade Rebecca Cade. Isaac A. Hoyer. Sam Bennett Fawcett. Isaac Noah Niemeyer. Chase Philip Helland. Sarah Gebeyehu Mersha, magna cum laude. Yu Wang, summa cum laude. Selby Velieva. Michael Lee Schmidt. Alexia Haven Valentine, magna cum laude. Cora Elizabeth McCoy, magna cum laude. Megan May Ettram, summa cum laude. Keaton Michael Byer, magna cum laude. Ashley Jade Grand Prix, magna cum laude. Jenna Rose Syme, cum laude. Mia Elizabeth Sayre, magna cum laude. Isabel Ann Ward, magna cum laude. Makia Rose Kreiner, summa cum laude. Catherine Margaret Sweeter, summa cum laude. Anna J. Tyndall, magna cum laude. Erica Evelyn Hoff, magna cum laude. Taylor Ray Fick. Eli James Cadoon, summa cum laude. Nicholas Allen Nelson, cum laude. Nolan Loy Frederick. Gabriella Nadia Amruni. Benita Nkenge Manzengo. Michaela Delasi Mallet. Maria Musa Mammon, cum laude. Taylor Lynn Studer, magna cum laude. Jennifer Leone. Delina Afwerk Teriken. Helena Fetwi Weldai. Eob Abate. Amanpreet Kaur. Gabriella Rose Perfetti. Emily A. Knowles. Gabriel Kane Van Wassenhove. Sarah Garacha. Kiana Jean Sauer, cum laude. Cassandra Louise Fox, cum laude. Emily Lauren Clark. Kara Nicole Metzger, magna cum laude. Brianna Jean Arnoldi, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Fisher. Logan Lee Cuspab. Yeah! Caleb Friesen, cum laude.
It's Luke Weston Bachali and I'm magna.
Luke Weston Bachalia, magna cum laude. Tegan Keeley Nelson, magna cum laude. Hannah Faith Prasky.
In 2015, Augustana began an endeavor called Augie Access. This program invites young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities to participate in post-secondary educational experiences. It is with great joy that we present these students with their certificate of completion. Will the Augie Access students please stand? President Herseth Sandlin, these students have completed all requirements for their certificate of completion from the Augie Access program, and I am pleased to present them to you at this time for the awarding of their certificates.
By the authority vested in me by the Augustana University Board of Trustees, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the certificate of completion from the Augie Access program with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please come forward to receive your certificate.
Please kindly give silent cheers until our next graduate crosses the stage. McKenna Marlene Schultz. Jason Gentile. John M. James. Spencer Lee Hauk. Fletcher James Thompson. Luke Harvey Van Meteren. Augustin Irwin Niels Nelson.
Congratulations, Augie Access graduates, and thank you for your meaningful contributions to the Augustana University community. I would also like to thank Javion Farr once again. Javion, we appreciate and respect the beautiful way in which you blended the experiences of your classmates and your personal experiences with the mission and values of Augustana. The impact of trusting and caring mentors, the change that results from dedicated leadership and service, memorable moments that build community, and the blessing of lifelong learning and relationships. Thank you again. And as we wait a moment for everyone to return to their seats, please join me in thanking all who've made this day possible. Members of the Augustana University School of Music for assisting with the live stream, the Department of Athletics for helping with the stadium sound system, the marketing, events, and registrar's offices for coordinating the many details that go into this ceremony, and the Holy Spirit for blowing so strongly through all of us today. Thank you. Augustana class of 2024. Our time together has been extraordinary. We will forever be grateful for the significant role that you played in Augustana's success during a historic time in the life of the university. May you always take great pride in the way that you rose to every challenge. And we thank you for all the ways that you've made an impact on the campus and beyond. You've left an indelible mark on our hearts and on this very special place. May you now go forth and make your mark on the world. We wish you lives of meaning and purpose and success in every bold endeavor ahead. Once a Viking, always a Viking. So please stay in touch, and we'll be trying to stay in touch with you. We want you to come back to campus for Viking Days, for class reunions, for many other events, and always know you're welcome to just drop by and say hello, whether to your faculty, to your coaches, any of us across campus. Now, will all of the graduates please stand and turn to face your faculty and your families? We give thanks that each of you were called to Augustana University, that you entered to learn and leave empowered to serve a world in need of your energy, broad array of talents, and leadership. May God bless each of you, and may you always appreciate the gift of your education, the privileges it brings, and the responsibility you share as global citizens. You may now turn your tassels to the left as a symbol of your accomplishment. Family, friends, faculty, and staff, I present to you the Augustana University class of 2024. Okay, graduates, congratulations. And we're going to do one more thing together before we conclude this wonderful ceremony. You can continue to look at your families. They're going to want to get great pictures of this. And given the wind, I encourage you to throw your caps slightly up toward the right so they'll blow back to you. Okay, we're going to do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations! All right.